Hi. I am doing so much better. I did make another video, but it didn't get uploaded because, uh, I'm just doing this for the first time. I am Orphan Gladiator. I was in real tough shape about an hour and a half ago or so, but I took 2 packages of potassium chloride. I drank liquid methadone. I got my time span methadone. And my potassium chloride micro K. These 4 items take me from really struggling, really, oh gosh, the breathing, speech, everything's, I'm good. And so I can do what's called preload during the night and preload before I go to sleep and all this, but it doesn't prevent it. It just manages it somewhat, but not really that well. So, yeah, you see my face now? I'm not a YouTuber. I'm too old for this in some ways. Yes, I'm old. But it's really sad to feel that I would never call for help again. It's just, there's no point. There's no interest in learning by most people who respond to somebody in a crisis with something they don't understand. The idea is always that it's, you're either faking, or you're drunk, or you're stoned, or you want attention, or all, yes, because I have to have your attention, you all. Really? First thing in the morning, I need a bunch of angry people in my bedroom, pissed off at me? No. I'd rather have some sexy man really loving me. So, yeah. So if you ask for help, if you have something somebody doesn't understand, you're gonna get what is also known as what's known as transitional violence. It's people, they're unhappy in their job, whatever, and they gotta take it out on you. I also refer to some of the, unfortunately I was at a nursing home for a while, and I refer to the people who work there as the savages, because they were savages. They were like reptilian in terms of their ability to do something beyond the abuse of and degrading and injuring. And the same thing in emergency rooms. I mean, you're in an emergency room, you have a metabolic disorder. It's like throwing a diabetic against the wall and saying, "Why didn't you take your insulin?" The savages, shouting, screaming, when you can't speak, when your voice is impaired, they shout. They get so dysregulated. It's a fascinating journey into iatrogenic landmines, meaning physician caused. Not necessarily the physician, but iatrogenic is the term in the hospital. So you've got this, you go to people who are supposed to help you, and then they become the worst abusers imaginable. I mean, the fact of the matter is, the worst serial killer in the United States was a serial killer named Cullen. He was a good nurse. I mean, he was from emergency room to emergency room. Oh no, he worked as an ICU nurse, excuse me. That's right, he was in critical care. And he killed, they say, maybe about 500 patients. Because if you get somebody in healthcare angry, they're going to make sure that you are punished because you make them feel inadequate. And in their inadequacy, they need to attack. Yeah. And then there are the lesser amount, which are healthy people who, read about Nurse Cullen. Pretty frightening to know that his co-workers knew he was killing people. The hospitals knew. He was being admitted in and out of psychiatric hospitals, being floated around hospitals. He wasn't caught when he killed a child. He wasn't caught when he killed somebody, a teenager. He was caught when he killed an old woman. Yeah, he was, I think he was killing them with the digoxin or something. Or stick something in the insulin bag. in the IV bag, come insulin. And that's ordinary healthcare in America. So if you're going to the emergency room, know that the people who are working in the emergency rooms are not necessarily healthy. Several years ago, I had a doctor. He was my primary care. I nearly died under the care of this man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He was a big cocaine addict. He ended up being arrested, drunk, disorderly, evading arrest, felony possession cocaine. He's still #1 doctor referred out by the insurance company and the hospital. Healthcare. Disease management or iatrogenic mismanagement. Anyhow, I'm glad I can speak, and when people see me like this, it's like, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. Yeah, but it takes estrogen, potassium liquid, methadone time span, methadone bottle, and then also my morning medicine, Provigil, because I have hypersomnolence. No, that didn't happen right now. When I have suddenly fallen asleep for a moment, or I'm overly sleepy, that also makes people angry. Oh my God, I was assaulted 5 years ago by a crazy person. Or as she would say, former drug addict entitled to do what she wanted to do, or whatever it is she did, or whatever she did. I don't know. If maybe she didn't do crack. Alleged. Let me rephrase that. All I know is she was dating a crack addict. How's that? A lot of crack cocaine. She works in healthcare, in fact. The person works in healthcare. Again, person working in healthcare. That's right, she was working in healthcare. She was very upset that I told anybody. Ooh. Yeah, I suppose they could arrest me because I've spoken of it, but I haven't said the person's name. So, pretty scary that, pretty scary how dangerous people are. Seemingly good people. You put some alcohol in somebody who works in healthcare, and you have a problem. And then when sober people go to the emergency room, they are tended to by people who can't take care of themselves. So, when people see me, I'm like this, they're like, oh, you're fine. But, if I happen to slump down, if anything happens that makes good people become, otherwise good people really become savages. So, I am an orphan gladiator who survived another night. Unfortunately, I do believe I will die soon because I've been unable to attain health care. And there are only so many nights that I can go through this before I die. So that's why I started making videos. Okay, thank you so much.